Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to my show, The Common Sense Man. I am Jeff. I am here to talk again today. I was told a few things on my first video. Thank you so much for all the feedback. It was cool to actually get some feedback, positive feedback, and there was no negative feedback, which was kind of neat. I enjoyed that a lot. A lot of stuff I got to delve into. Got a lot of suggestions that I wanted to get. I'm going to make this video shorter. I tend to ramble. Apologize. I do have, again, like I said, I have the camera. You can see it. I have the camera. I have the crappy mic. Everything works, but I can't edit it. So I'm back on my phone. The good mic's coming. It's got a mixing board. I'm probably going to have to get a computer because I'm killing my kids' computer, my daughter's. I was told in the last video by some that I get a little too close to the camera. Is that too close? Can you see my gray? Sorry. Had to do that. Anyhow, I do have a board to keep me on track. Sits over here on the side so I don't go off the rails for 25 minutes. I did that yesterday. I apologize. That was insane. I talk a lot. Sorry. First thing I do want to bring up again, Nicki Minaj. Not Cardi B. I'm not very smart when it comes to that. We need to keep her out there. She's the only one with a giant following that is actually speaking common sense based on science. I mean, I'm literally looking at, and hopefully I can post it, the CDC website right in front of me right now. And it says, risk for COVID-19 infection, hospitalization, and death by age group. They don't give it. It's not on here. It's not. If you look, it just says if it's a one times, that means it's no different between an 18 and 29-year-old. Yeah, we already knew people that were over the age of 85 had a 570 times chance rate of going to the hospital. And that says hospitalizations, not death, people. That's hospitalizations, not death. I need to learn to crop that and stick that in there. Sorry, I really probably gave everybody just a seizure doing that. But that's what she's saying. Her age group is not affected. She's not that old. I don't think... I think she's just maybe barely out of her 30s. I could be completely wrong. Well, I didn't want to mess with pictures. She is... Do we not even... They're not going to give her a date? She's born in 82. So, what is that? 2020. She's 39 years old. She's not in the age bracket. And again, that's why we need to keep that focus, because she has a very big following. Hopefully she stays centered and on the right track to be able to still be able to tell people, look, get the vaccine if you want it. Research it. But for me, it just isn't going to happen. And I hope, in all honesty, she stays true to that. I really do. I think it would be a big help to all her followers and people outside of there, because again, she's pushing back on the media, and I think the media's got the biggest problem dealing with that. Moving on to the vaccine, I don't want to talk too much about the vaccine right now because I really don't think it's a vaccine. I think it's a booster shot, but I'll probably get in trouble for that. There was a big thing that came out with Joe Rogan taking Ivermectin, and I've seen people posting Ivermectin is a horse drug. Yes, you are correct. It comes in a paste. Nobody said to go out and eat the paste. If you went out and ate the paste, or it would just be like when Trump said they've got these great new things out there that's shooting UV rays. It's like cleaning your system out with bleach. He never said to go out and do that. Again, he didn't say that. But again, he's not a scientist. He's kind of a normal guy. He's a CEO, been that way his whole life, so he just says crap. Ivermectin in 2015 won the Nobel Peace Prize for fighting bacterial diseases. Just like hydroxychloroquine, 65 years it's been out there treating rheumatoid arthritis and Ebola and other issues. It's not going to hurt you to take it. It's just not. It's been approved for a very long time. If it helps, it helps. I know a lot of people are pushing the zinc. My doctor said a lot of vitamin D, a lot of vitamin C. I'm taking that every day. I take 5 of the chewy tablets of vitamin D, and I take 4 of the vitamin C. I also take B12 because, like I said, I'm out of shape. I'm overweight. I need to try to get some energy so I get up and move around. Got a bad back, but that's a whole other issue. I take that every day, especially since all this has happened. I think everybody should do that, but I'm not your doctor. I'm not going to say you should go take something. I know what's working for me. And I'm not a dietitian by any stretch of the imagination. If you've seen me, you would know. Ivermectin in the tablet form was given to Joe Rogan. And Joe Rogan got better almost immediately. Now, he got blasted, I think, with like 10,000 something or another IV direct with vitamin C. He was getting vitamin D. He was getting ivermectin. He was getting zinc. He was getting zithromycin. They just threw the kitchen sink at him. So it's really not sure if that helped, but it didn't hurt him. Ivermectin is not going to hurt you when it's in pill form. And by the way, for those that say it's a horse medication, when you go to the hospital and you're put under for surgery, you're more than likely going to get ketamine. Now look up ketamine. Originally, it was used as a animal tranquilizer. It's what you get now when you're put to sleep. It's a tranquilizer. Basically used first on animals. Now we get it. It's one of the main things of knocking us out. When I had one of my hernia surgeries, getting my gallbladder and stuff taken out, I had ketamine. And that stuff was no joke, man. I woke up and it took me a while to wake up. But again, you're being told they're taking something they're not taking. And it's immediate. We need to start doing what was done years ago when reporters and news people fact things, got things, sourced things, figured them out. The problem now is that it's immediate clicks. We need it now. We need the information. It needs to get out there, because if we don't put it out there before the other people, it was like back in the 70s when you would get a news story that was super good or hot off the press, you would try to run out there as fast as you could, make that the story so you could jump out there. But a lot of the newspapers had what we call now a little bit more dignity and had more, I can't think of the word, but had more respect for the craft. I'll think of the word later. But they didn't just print the story until they knew they could run it and have and wake up the next day and go, I did it the right way. They would source their information. We don't do that no more because we live in a digital age, completely almost digital age now. Print is so close to being dead. Again, I found that the mayor of San Francisco, I mentioned in my last video, was out partying, kind of like they were at the Met, kind of like they do at different things with stars. Again, it's you do what I say, don't do what I do attitude. She completely said that she wishes the video wasn't taken out of context because the group Tony was there and they hadn't been together for 20 years. And then she mentioned some trumpet player, which was great, that's fine, but she says you're missing the point because we should have been here and I got excited and caught up in the moment. And we were all vaccinated. Okay, so why didn't you have a mask on? Why weren't you social distancing? You're telling everybody else to do that. You're not doing what you're telling everyone else to do, even with the vaccine. You didn't know everybody was in there vaccinated. Honestly, you really didn't. But you did it anyways. And I'm not mad at you. I want people to do that. Literally, I want people to do that. If you get the vaccine, you should feel comfortable about going out and doing your thing. That's not what should be happening, and that's what we're hearing. That's what we're seeing. The cameras come on, the masks go on. The cameras go off, magically COVID disappears. It's just a fact. If you don't see that, you don't believe it, I'm sorry. Moving on, real quick. Like I said, I'm going to try to be a little bit better with this one. I do not want to rant for 25 minutes, especially on the first video, and bore the crap out of people. This border thing going on right now, and the White House press secretary, again, looked at the American people and basically told you you're stupid. She told the American people that the people coming across the border illegally from Haiti or wherever aren't going to be here that long. They come over to Texas for vacation? Then why didn't they come across the border regularly with a passport? Ooh, because they're coming across the border to live. She literally looked at the reporter and told him that. And again, there's no follow-up. Somebody, somewhere besides one reporter that sits in that room has got to be able to look in the eye and say, hey, following up on Jeff's question, following up on someone's question or Joe's question or Karen's question or whatever. They don't do that. They did that all day long with the last president. They don't do that with her. She does not get hit with many hard questions. And for her to look at the reporter and look at you and me and say, well, those people aren't going to be in the country they're not planning on being in the country very long. That's a vacation. They're not coming here for that. They're coming here because they're crossing the border illegally. If they were coming here to stay a month or two, they would bring a visa or a passport. That's just an insanity to me. We have so many bad things going on that's a cry. And he's on vacation. He was riding his bicycle the other day down at the beach, which at least he was able to ride the bicycle. And I don't want to be mean about something. I think what's happening to this president right now is elder abuse, in my opinion. I think his wife and the rest of the staff that are around him, I have seen dementia. It happened to my father. I have seen what's happening with my mother-in-law. I know what it looks like. I've seen what it is. He has it. Again, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out he goes from sleepwalking to wide awake. So they're either pumping him full of B12 shots and whatever else, Adderall or something, to get him going, because he'll look like he's sound asleep, and then it looks like his eyes are going to pop out of his head. So there is definitely something wrong with him, and I think it's wrong. Look, I don't want Kamala Harris as president. I don't. I don't want Nancy Pelosi as president. The next 3 years are really going to be rough. It's going to be a difficult time for this country because there are certain things that they want to change. Packing the Supreme Court, getting rid of the filibuster, raising taxes to nobody's business. And if you think that's not going to hurt you, you're crazy. The middle class, you buy gas. Guess who don't buy gas? Rich people and politicians. Again, it's only common sense. They don't go to the grocery store. Nancy Pelosi, heck, Mitch McConnell, the rest of them, they don't buy all that crap. It doesn't hurt them. It doesn't. Even AOC now, she's making 180 grand a year plus benefits. She just bought a Tesla. And I ain't mad at her for it. But for her to say that she's for the working class when you're paying over $5 a gallon in LA for gas, when we got here in Montana, it was $2.01 a gallon. It's up to $3.20 now. That's been less than 8 months. I know what the fact check is. Oh, gas was on the rise to begin with. Guess what? Gas is raised and lowered by people that see it coming. So when they seen it, I'm not sure exactly what the word is. I'll have to look it up. When I look it up, I'll try to shoot it in there. They see it. They go, okay, gas is going to go up because guess what? They're going to stop fracking. We're going to stop drilling. We're going to put a hold on natural gas. We're going to put a hold on oil, on shale, off-coast drilling. So what does that mean? That means not the closure of the Keystone Pipeline. It only hurt futures, gas futures. It only hurt the futures because that wasn't running. It's everything else that got canceled. Now we're not energy independent anymore. We're dependent on Saudi. Literally, this guy asked for OPEC to pump more gas out. They need more oil. He had plenty. We have so many things that we can talk about that I want to talk about on this channel. I'm going to run over because I babble. Sorry. I'm going to be on tomorrow. I might post one in the morning. Trying to get this computer to work. It's really aggravating. And I feel really, really old. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the positive feedback. I've got a lot of people that I didn't even expect would view it and would like it. This is great. It's a start. I'm going to build it as best I can. I hope everybody digs the background. The pops are the daughters. We got Harry Potter wands. She's got pretty expensive Pokemon cards back there. And I said it right. Flags I recently bought. Went with the Betsy Ross. I think the Betsy Ross is cool. And then a black Don't Tread on Me. Anyhow, thank you for tuning in, guys. This is great. I will see you tomorrow. Maybe twice. I don't know yet. Get this uploaded and hopefully it'll be on there tonight. You guys take care. God bless America and God bless you. Good night.